Tonight's episode of Glee, a tribute to the music of the Beatles, reminded us of an age-old fantasy, what it would be like to be a rock star.
I know, I would never, ever handle that. Bruce Gordon found out by visiting a middle-aged man who spends his days promoting business and tourism. As for his nights, take a look.
Will you be here tomorrow?
It's a Friday afternoon.
Yeah, that's right near the airport.
And the president of the Independence Visitor Center...
Did you want to go tonight?
...takes a turn working the information desk.
Restrooms are straight down towards the front door on the right-hand side.
After 2 stints as Philadelphia's commerce director...
Oh, great.
Attracting new businesses to the city...
And you're thinking of buying the Philadelphia Pass?
59-year-old Jim Corrado now works to attract tourists. Each 4th of July weekend, as Philly welcomes America, you'll see this soft-spoken man orchestrating events
unacknowledged by our law
from behind the scenes.
Without our consent.
Corrado is not an attention seeker. He'd rather let the Philadelphia story speak for itself.
No matter what you're in the city for, chances are very good you're going to make your way down to the historic area because history is still the #1 reason that people come to Philadelphia.
But when the workday is over, after all that time spent touting the American struggle for freedom from Great Britain, Jim Corado becomes something of a traitor. You see, he's in the vanguard of a British invasion. Mild-mannered Jim Corado trades his suit and tie
Almost there.
for a different suit and tie.
They're genuine Italian leather.
Becoming Ringo Starr,
And the transformation
rock and roll icon.
is nearly complete. This was my dream.
He looks like you-know-who, doesn't he? He really does.
My dream was to play in a Beatles band.
Was born on February 9, 1964, when 10-year-old Jimmy watched the Beatles sing this song on the old Ed Sullivan Show. The little drummer boy was hooked.
Look how cool these guys are, and look how cool they look and sound, and all the girls are in the audience screaming, and
Did it ever occur to you that umpteen years later you'd be
No, it never did.
On this night, Corado and his band, the Beatles, are playing the Hard Rock Cafe in Center City. They were here back in February and, by all accounts, rocked the joint. Corado is not the only band member living out his fantasy. Paul McCartney is an IT manager by day. John Lennon is a seafood importer. George Harrison, well, he's in construction. The group plays early Beatles, 1963 through 66, and every effort is made to match the original outfits, hairstyles, and instruments. Corado uses the same Ludwig drum kit as his idol. He spends hours studying old footage to mimic Ringo's style of play.
As much of it as I can. But as a drummer, he was just, he was amazing.
Technically incredibly proficient.
Technically amazing.
Fans of the actual Beatles rarely rated Ringo as the star attraction, but for the Beatles, Corrado's transformation from straight-laced businessman to mop-top rock drummer, well, that had to be seen to be believed.
He looks like Ringo.
Criminal defense attorney Nino Teneri was among the cheering fans.
It's always great to find out the other side of individuals who you know and in a profession, and then you come to see them in a whole different light.
I got blisters on my fingers.
Oh, it's not all glamour.
Time to retape.
The band members act as their own roadies and sometimes carpool to their shows. Corado, as Ringo,
'Cause I'm the tax man,
gets little mic time and a permanent seat behind his bandmates. Again with the background, right?
Again with the background. And honestly, I'm fine with that.
How fine? Well, I asked Corado which was a bigger thrill, a successful Welcome America or a kick-butt set in front of a roaring crowd?
The Beatles' performance is much better. It's a lot more fun.
Come Monday, he'll be back in the office. But for now, Corado is twisting and shouting, living a rock and roll fantasy. In Center City, Bruce Gordon, Fox 29 News.
See all those women in the audience up there dancing? It was great. It was great.
Absolutely. All right, hey.